Hey everyone, I'm Beryl.
I'm Yvette, and welcome to Clink Clink Online. Okay, let's get started. So, we're going to be talking about Love is Blind UK.
Yes.
Are you excited that it's in UK now?
I'm so excited to just watch Love is Blind with an English accent.
No, for real.
Been waiting for this.
And be like a little bit more relatable.
Yeah.
I love my Americans, but I always feel like the first season of everything is more like authentic.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they don't know how the public is going to react. They don't know a lot of what ifs. So it's nice to get like authentic, organic
because I think
situations.
we know what to expect,
Yes.
but also the people on the show know what to expect at this point.
That's true.
So sometimes they kind of
Play into it, yeah. But I always just like the first season of everything because I just feel like it's a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more good. So what we've done is we've watched the trailer, and we've also just got the cast members, I guess, and their little profiles on here. So we're just gonna be like our first impressions, I guess.
Yeah.
Over this cast, and then over the coming weeks we're going to be, I guess, commenting on the show. But let's start. I was thinking, how do you think the UK Love is Blind is going to be different from, for example, America? To be honest, I've only watched the American one. I haven't watched Brazil or Mexico or anything like that. So just based off of just the American one, the original, how do you think UK is going to be any different?
You know, when it comes to things made in the UK, I think there's something that seems just a little bit more real.
Okay,
But then
yeah.
I don't know if that's because I live in the UK.
Yeah,
So it feels closer to home.
Yeah.
Whereas Americans, I feel like everything appears a little more dramatized.
Like Hollywood.
You know, America's big, so
America's
what they do is big.
massive. Yeah. America's massive.
Don't get me wrong, we have our drama.
For sure.
Definitely, we have
For
our drama in our shows, but yeah, I think it just might be a little bit more real, a bit more relatable.
Yeah.
So I think I'm looking forward to that the most and seeing how they come across.
I feel like it's going to be a little bit more like a mature Love Island in a way.
Yes.
Which is what I'm hoping for. Because what I don't want to see is just people just Love Island, like, just be, I don't know, I don't know what you're doing type of situation. Like, I need real love to happen.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping for. Because UK, I feel like British reality shows is either going Come Dine With Me way, or Love Island way, or is giving Geordie Shore. And I need I need a good balance. I don't want to exactly. I need a good balance, but at the same time, I'm really hoping for actual because I'm a sucker for love. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Love girls.
Yeah, I get very invested, but
yeah.
Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I just wanted to now that we've got that out the way, one of the questions they asked in the Meet the Cast was, what is the dating scene like in the UK? And I thought it was very interesting to see, just to talk about from, I guess, our perspective-ish, as an overview.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing I was worried about with Love is Blind UK. Because when you go on these dating apps, you gotta be blind. Honestly, some people, it's scary, the dating scene or maybe it's just a London thing, because obviously we live in and around London, so maybe it's different, but I just feel like London is where it's happening. Everywhere else is very limited, for maybe girls like us, basically.
Yeah. Do you know what though? From watching other Love is Blind and all the other kind of reality shows that are focused on love, I think it's a generation thing in terms of the struggles that people have with dating and relationships and stuff. So I think it's kind of across the board. Yeah. Especially within kind of a certain age range. So let's talk from adults' points of view. So from 18 or 20 to maybe 40 or even 45, 50. I feel like that whole gap, there's still so many people who are 40, 45 plus, and they're still looking for someone. So clearly, it's not even just a young people's thing. 45, 50 is not old at all, but I guess within society, that's kind of everyone who's around that age range expects that they're probably in a relationship.
Or settling down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for the fact that one thing we do see on a lot of these shows now are people who are, I guess, what society deems outside of the bracket from which you probably would have settled down.
Yeah.
Still looking for someone. It goes to show there's clearly a problem.
There's clearly a problem.
Where have we gone wrong?
Exactly.
Like, what's different?
But I like that there is older, mature people.
100%.
I'm saying older, mature because if this was X Factor, they're really in the oldest category.
That's like 25.
For real. But I like that it's older because then again, it's not giving Love Island vibes.
Yes.
Because you're just young, you're just looking for fun. Whereas this one is more, if you're a bit older, you've got things to lose. Like time is running. Time is ticking. So
no time to waste.
Exactly. So I mean, honestly, from the first look, I'm happy with the cast because I feel like the UK dating scene is a little bit, some of them is a jump scare, not gonna lie, it is a jump scare out there. But at the same time, I'm really happy with the cast and
just looking through the ages, it looks like 24 seems to be the youngest person.
Is it a girl?
Like,
which is good because girls are definitely more mature than guys. I cannot lie.
I think the oldest was it like
38, I think. Yeah. And I think that was a guy as well. So
it's quite a good bracket. And I find that a lot of times in these shows, you'll get people like in the pods and they'll talk and they'll get along really well. But it ends up being like an older woman and a younger man. Yeah. And then they get out and then unfortunately
it's good, especially the last few seasons of like the American one is almost like the dating pool for the women was so tiny. Like they had to pick from the which is what I feel like feels like in real life dating pool in the UK. I feel like the pool is very shallow, very small, very kiddie pool, very inflatable. So I'm glad there's a good variety. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about the cast.
Okay.
Who stood out to you? And I feel like I know who.
So definitely the first person that stood out to me was the funeral director.
Whatever his name is.
Let's look at his name actually.
Because
Freddie. So I think number one, the reason why he stood out to me was because he's a funeral director.
Such a good job.
Yeah, but also I've never really seen young
funeral
directors. Yeah, so that is not a job that you typically come across. So that's quite interesting.
How old is Freddie?
Freddie is 32 from Bolton. Yes,
okay.
Outside London. But yeah, so that was interesting, and then I think like the African in me, like funeral, death. Like,
literally, your mum was like, "What does he do?" Oh, he directs funerals. Your funeral.
And being Ghanaian, like funeral.
We love funerals, so to be honest, it could work.
Just like really interesting.
Really, yeah.
But then I guess should I don't say like redeemed himself because he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't do anything wrong.
But like he did say like I would say a lot of nice mature things.
Yes.
Like, he's looking for, you can tell he seems so
yeah.
looking for a proper relationship.
Because the question they asked was like, what's the most important question you're going to be asking in the pods? And he said, will you marry me or something to that effect? And I think like, that's someone with purpose. He's coming there for a wife. I hope that's the case. That's the thing. Because some of these people come up with very mature really vibes. Well. Exactly. And then they come to the honeymoon stage or the second stage of this process. And all of a sudden, I don't know if it's cold feet or whatever, they just turn into the opposite direction, which is what is crazy. But
and I don't want to jump the gun, but I do wonder where they'll go for their honeymoon.
Marbella. It's gonna be Spain. That's the only place we can, because
close enough.
We don't have like a quick getaway to Mexico like America does.
Do you know what I mean?
That would be
or
nice. Exactly.
Like,
I genuinely feel like they'll go somewhere Europe, maybe like Gran Canaria or something, just for the weather. I don't know, because I don't know when this was filmed, because a lot of the time they film this a year in advance, 2 years in advance. So we don't know exactly when that was filmed and stuff. I would say he was definitely someone that popped up to me as well. Everybody else was almost. I don't know if anyone else sort of. Yeah,
I would say the girl that stood out to me was the girl who mentioned her ick being men still using Oyster cards. Because, like, I can't remember how.
Who is she? I can't remember her face, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was it Demi? No.
It might be Olivia. And she's 28.
I hope it's her.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so interesting, but, like, she lives in London, so she knows how transport is.
Not her.
Whoever it is.
Yeah, whoever. I think
if it's not you, sorry, girl. Yeah. But I think living in London, we all know transport is fairly, as much as we get annoyed with delays and stuff, we're actually very blessed to have the transport system that we do. And so it's not uncommon at all for like people who travel a lot into work to use their Oyster card rather than their contactless card.
It's the smartest thing to do. If they have an Oyster card, it means they're thinking ahead. They're getting, their discount, especially if you've got like, a rail card. For your wedding, girl. Exactly, you've got a rail card attached to it. Not just be frivolously spending, because if you are gonna go on, that's going to on the internet. If you are gonna go on the TFL, and you're not prepared to use Oyster card, then like why are you not driving then? If you're gonna use that money to be tap away,
true, and at least you can keep track of your money.
Exactly, that's a financially stable person. So I don't know, maybe her finances net. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, but we don't know her.
But so she's someone who also stood out to me.
Yeah.
How about you? Was there anyone else?
The only person I can remember now is the lady from Jersey.
Yeah.
I hope she's moving, because I don't think anyone wants to go to Jersey.
Yeah. Is it a little bit more sunnier there sometimes?
It's because I know someone went there to get their wedding. Yeah. It's a lovely place, but I feel like it's a lovely place to like rest, which is good because she will have her family home there. It's something that you can take a break from. But I hope she's literally moving to mainland England, because that's probably one of the reasons why she's single. Because that's very...
Well, there's no men in Jersey.
I think that's what she said to that effect. They're either taken or there's no one. And I can't imagine there being many. Because like I said, honestly, the dating pool in the UK is very concentrated around London or the south. Obviously, if you're in the north, I feel like they get more organic relationships up north.
Why is that?
Like you meet people... I feel like they're more I don't know, the community is a bit more... better in the north. Like you just meet someone at work or something and you just fall in love, I don't know, and get together. Whereas in the south / London, we're all very bougie and very uppity that we don't even like talking to each other. Everyone wants to be stush and like which I'm happy that they're doing Love Is Blind in that sense, because then you can just take off all these extra facades. But would you do it? Question. Why didn't you apply? Why didn't you apply for Love Is Blind UK?
Because there is a 99.9% chance that you will never see me on a reality show.
Okay, apart from that. So the concept of having Love Is Blind, going on blind dates, because this girl's so shook every single time, like I lie, and I said, why don't you like blind dates? And what about this?
Do you know what?
Why wouldn't you do it apart from it being on TV?
So, like, no broadcasting whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's horrible.
No.
Right? But blind dates in real life don't work like this anyway. Like, the blindness of it is that you literally just don't know the person.
Yes.
So that's the only difference. So you will see them, like, straight away.
Yeah.
But just when you attend. So, there's a side of me that doesn't mind that, but then there's the other side of I tend to know whether I'm going to vibe you or not. And if I don't vibe, I don't want to have to sit there with you or like
you can just quit the show.
What's the point?
Just quit, like you didn't vibe with anyone and so just leave.
No, but this is like if it was a real life experience.
That's what I'm saying, like you genuinely went in, I signed you up for this thing, but it's not broadcasted. Just for you to go find your husband. No, for your husband to find you. I don't know. I'm just saying. Here's the thing as well. I'm not sure if the marriage is legal in the UK, because with America, they don't... Marriage is basically, you could do it 50 times if you want. So everything is very much so like real, you're signing real marriage certificates. You know shows like Married at First Sight?
Yeah.
It's very real over there. Every other country, it's a fake wedding or like sort of like a commemoration. But so I'm not sure if this Love Is Blind UK actually makes them get married, if they do get married, if that makes sense. Because then that's a different kind of weight.
Yeah.
Because what I'm asking is that, would you be happy to find out about someone without seeing them, find out about their, like, I don't know, their jobs, their character, quote unquote, and trust that enough to marry a person? Would you ever do that?
That's tough. No, I don't know if I could.
So she's not going on.
Would you do that?
I don't know.
Would you be able to be proposed to you and say yes to the person without ever seeing them? Just speaking.
As a Christian woman, no.
Okay.
Okay, so we're excited about the new episodes to come up. We're literally going to watch them now. And then we're going to come back, I guess, and then divulge what we're thinking.
Love is Blind UK, show us what you got.
Yeah, clink, clink.